homework. Some class we did this as an example, another class we did this as an example. So I'm going to show you the answer to this. Remember, you need to graph this, and then it'll create a triangle, and then they'll want you to find the length of AC, finding this length right here. And the only way to do it is using Pythagorean theorem, because we know this length right here, this length is 5 and this other length is 6. And we can do Pythagorean theorem to find that 7 units. So you need to, when you describe, you need to use, to find the length AC, use Pythagorean theorem, which is a squared plus b squared. So I'm reading out how to describe the length AC. Replace A and B with 5 and 6. So notice, next square them. We squared them and got this as an answer to add up to get 61. And then we last find the square root. So you need to describe every step you're doing in sentences. Okay. Area, you got to remember this. Area is length times width divided by 2. And then you make unit squared is your answer. Perimeter, you add all the sides. So this was 7.8 here. That's why we use Pythagorean theorem to find perimeter. And now clockwise, 270 degrees clockwise, what you do is the number switch. So here you do, as you notice, we get 2, 1. 1, 2 is A right there, A prime. B is 2, 6, so switch that to 6, 2, you get B there, B prime. C is 8, 6, so 8, 6, it'll be 6, 8. Negative 6, positive 8, that's C prime, connect them. They're congruent. Notice the shape stays the same, just flipped and moved a tad bit. Okay, that's rotation. Now translation is, reflection is putting a mirror on y1. So here's y1, graph in y equals to 1. That graph looks like this. That's called a reflection line also. You put your mirror right there. And then graph it. Well, it tells you, we already counted this as 5, so count 5, 3, 4, 5. And that going this way is 6, so count 6, 3, 6, like that. And then you get, it's an easy one, right? Okay, and this one is the same. So in this class, another class, we did that problem. So, and we counted, did area. Area is, again, length times width divided by 2. So the length here is 6 times 3, the width, here's 90 degrees, tells you the one that's length and width, divided by 2, you get area is 9 units squared. Perimeter, you add all the sides, you get 15. Make sure you show work like this. I don't want answers only. You'll get a 1 on your test. 15.7 units. Okay, and then a rotation of 90 degrees. Let's rotate the shape 90 degrees. Okay, clockwise 90 degrees, clockwise 0, 90 is right here. So the number switch, so A, label it. A is 2, negative 2, so 2, negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. B is 8, negative 2, so it's 2, negative 8, so 2 all the way to negative 8, like that. And C is negative 8, negative 5, so negative 8, negative 5, so negative 5, 8. There, connect the dots. Okay, now reflect the preimage. When we say that, not that, reflect the preimage over y negative 1. Okay, so y negative 1, I'll do it another bold color blue. Y, here's y. You go to negative 1, which is there. Reflect that over there. So we know it's 1 over. So right there, that's 1 over also. And this we know is 3, so we just count 3. Connect the dots. And that's a reflection over y negative 1, okay? And then this most class we did this too. So here, a lot of kids, what cubed will get you this? What multiply itself 3 times? Will get you that. So 3 times 3 times 3, that's 9 times 3, that's 27. 3 is not your answer. 4 times 4 times 4, 16 times 4, 68. Okay, so that's 25 carried. Oh, so the answer is 5. So H is 5. 5 cubed will get you that. So that's why H is 5. And that's how we did these. Okay. So most classes we stick to the same after this. We did B. We didn't do A. So Carmen saw a sign that says she says pay $19 to park in a downtown parking lot for 3 hours. So dollar amount is always Y. The hour is always X. $5 hours downtown is to pay $25. Okay. X sub 1, Y sub 1, X sub 2, Y sub 2. So the equation is Y sub 2 minus, oh no, point slope, right? It says to use up here direction, say point slope form. There's a dash there. Y minus Y sub 1 equals to M parentheses X minus X sub 1. Y minus 19 equals to X minus 3. Finding the rate of change, M. Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 over X sub 2 minus X sub 1. That's 25. Y sub 2 is 25 and minus 19. You get 6, right, over X. X is 5 minus 3, which is 2. So M is 3. Distribute 3x plus a negative 9. That's your answer. The y-intercept is negative 10. The slope is obviously 3 right here. Graph that. If there isn't a y-intercept, this is called rate or rate of change or slope. And it starts out at 0 right here. Go down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Go the other way. And then that's your line. Okay, this one you can't solve it yet because it's not in slope-intercept form. So you have to get rid of x first by adding 4x. At 0, 6y equals to 12 plus 4x. Divide by 6, divide by 6, divide by 6. Y equals to 2 plus, simplify that, 2 over 3x. Starts at 2, go up 2, right 3. And go the other way. Connect the dots. There it goes. Everything on here will be on your test tomorrow. So, and we did this in class in all my classes. And most classes we did this one, okay? And some of the classes we did this one. So we start out with the least common denominator, which is 2, multiply all by 2. Use calculators if you can't cross cancel. And then you distribute here, you get this answer. And then you combine these two because they're alike to get this 9j. Now make that equal to the 9j equal to 0 because that's the same as the other side. And then you solve it and then reduce. Always reduce if you can, and it's called one solution. Okay, so here, additive inverse, distribute first, always parentheses first, negative 2x plus a negative 10, negative 20, 7x, add, combine these two, you get 5. Okay, minus 5x to both sides. This is 0, 0 on this side too, so negative 20 does not equal to negative 10. This is called no solution. Okay, that's one beside it. Additive inverse. If this should be an M and not an H. Typo. Negative 6m and plus 15. 4m, add them together, combine these two, you get negative 2m plus 15. Add 4m, two m plus 15 equals to 15. You make the 15 equal to 0. 2m equals to 0, divide by 2. M is 0, one solution, okay? This is one solution. You can tell it's one solution as soon as here because the rate of change are different, or the coefficients, more coefficient because we're not graphing. Coefficients are different, okay? And then most classes, we did this one already on A. Some classes we didn't finish B. So we started most we start. So this is how you do A and B. Find M here for right there, okay? Point slope, the reason why we use point slope because there's no y-intercept. Okay. And then the back, we're almost done. The back, in all the classes we started out, okay, I think. Matt plus Jason equals 40. And then we know we need a flip because of than, because you can't write like you see it. So this is for Matt. So this is Matt. So for Matt, we put x minus 32. For Jason, we put x. Add them together equals to 410. 2x plus a negative 32 equals to 410. Okay, add 32. divide by 2, x equals 221. So 221. So if Matt spent 221, no, x is Jason. How much did Jason spend? Okay, we don't need to find out what Matt spent. So Jason just spent, Jason is x. Jason spent $221. And that's your answer. And then we did this in class. You can always substitute this answer back in or look at the question, and there's multiple ways of doing that. And reasoning it out. You'll get the same answer, okay? That's how you do these. All right, good luck on tomorrow's test, because this is everything here will be on tomorrow.